at a time when independent cinema really is the way to go, when studios really challenge, the norm, and they're really risk averse. So for a project like this, for A24 in particular, that generally does take those risks, what was it like? What were those early conversations that you had with Aaron and the writer, the director for this? And also, did it feel like a risk having your story be something that's so entwined with the film itself?
So Aaron approached me about this after we did his previous film, Change for Life. Just said, would you work with me again? And I had no problem saying yes, because I greatly admire and respect the way he writes and the way he directs. And also by this point, we'd done like the whole Change for Life press tour, so we've become quite good friends. And then I read and adored the script. It just jumped off the page, and I was like, great, we're doing Kaufman, awesome, let's rock and roll. And it didn't really feel like a risk to me. Maybe that's because I'm a risk taker myself. I don't know. And I think we need to take more supposed risks in this industry. I think we've gone through this really weird era of sort of sequels, remakes and reboots. It's been sort of vanilla. And it's why I adore working with A24, because they're not afraid to take a punt, do the weird thing, say the weird thing, and make the weird thing. And I think audiences are really craving that. They're craving different stories told by different people. And I reckon we greatly underestimate an audience's intelligence when we just serve them sort of vanilla,
diluted to make it more digestible.
Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I love the old kind of DC MCU stuff as much as the next guy. But we do need the weird, crazy, wackier things, like A Different Man. One of my favourite films of the past couple of years is Hundreds of Beavers. And stuff like that needs to continue to get made, just to keep everyone on their toes and thinking differently. And surely the purpose of art is to speak truth to power and challenge audiences and give them something different. Otherwise it all becomes this homogenous mess that no one's going to want to see.
I agree. And one more question. I know that your team is pulling you aside.
They are.
Yes. The title itself is also very intentional. So in what ways do you feel that I'm sure, and maybe people make you feel like a different man, but in what ways do you subvert masculinity and create masculinity anew?
I think we need to really look at how we define masculinity. Because often people look at, what is femininity? Good. Well, masculinity must therefore by default be the opposite. And nothing could be further from the truth. And I don't want to put masculinity into a box, or I got no right to tell people what it is. All I can do is wake up every morning and try and be a better person than I was the previous day, whatever that looks like. And I'm out here, I'm working hard. I want to make my mum proud. I want to support my friends and family. I want to support my community. And I don't want to let other people decide how I do that either. It can be yesterday I finally deleted X off my phone because it's just a hellscape of nonsense. And now I think this year I've shaken off the imposter syndrome, and I no longer care what people think, and I'm just going to do my thing, do what I want. If it's safe and legal and you're good at it, rock and roll. And so that's the current era I'm going through at the age of 40. I finally stopped caring what people think.
I tend to hear that a lot of people get to that point. I'm so glad that you met that, and I'm sure you are making your mom and your family proud. Thank you so much for taking the time,
Thank you.
Congratulations on the nomination.
Thank you. Let's hope I win.